Good morning. Welcome back to PWT Reliant News with your host, Mosey Long. And on this morning's program, in case of emergency, well, listen up, partners. Garbage trucks may soon start spying on y'all. Where it's happening. Excuse me. Today's emergency brief looks at a story that sounds like satire, but it ain't. Garbage trucks may soon start spying on y'all. And several U.S. cities are already testing the idea. Cape Coral, Florida, is considering a proposal to mount AI-powered cameras on its garbage trucks. And as these trucks drive their normal routes, the cameras will scan your yards and house fronts for code violations. Things like overground grass, illegal dumping, peeling paint, graffiti boarded windows, or other signs of blight. City leaders say this is staffing fix for chronically understaffed code enforcement departments. The vendor behind many of these programs is City Detect, which markets its system as, quote, the good AI, as if there was a bad AI. Their pitch is simple. Used vehicles the city already owns, garbage trucks, code enforcement SUVs, or other fleet vehicles, and let computer vision flag potential violations for human inspectors to review later. No new patrol cars, no new payroll, and fewer emissions. But the efficiency pitch hides a bigger question. Have you noticed it? What happens to the data once it exists? Captured 1,999, 159 images, analyzed 39,740 parcels, and flagged 13,852 issues, essentially creating a rolling photographic survey of private properties. Cathedral City used the same system to review more than 12,000 parcels and sent out 500 courtesy notices. Dallas, has already approved more than $850,000 for a similar program. These mobile cameras aren't arriving in a vacuum. Across the U.S., companies like Flock Safety already operate 80 to 90,000 AI-enabled cameras mounted on poles. These systems just don't read license plates, y'all. Nope. They build vehicle fingerprints, tracking make, bottle type, decals, and even patterns of traveling together. According to the ACLU, this kind of AI is actively evaluating each of us to decide whether we should report or be reported to law enforcement. Some cities have struggled to control the data sharing features of these systems. In one case, officials restored to cover cameras with literal trash bags because they couldn't disable the automatic data uploads. Some things are hard to stop, like war, for example. And there's a precedent for what can go wrong. General Motors' own STAR program collected driving data under the guise of smart driver assistance, then repurposed it in ways that triggered a 5-year federal ban. Privacy experts warn that municipal camera programs could follow the same pattern, a helpful service that quietly becomes a data harvesting tool. City officials argue they need help. Departments are understaffed, and photo documentation is more reliable than subjective drive-by inspections. But privacy advocates say the risk is simple. Once the images exist, they can be used for far more than code enforcement. And unlike fixed cameras, garbage trucks pass directly in front of homes, fenced yards, and private spaces every single week. Cape Coral hasn't approved the program yet, but Stockton, Cathedral City, and Dallas show where this trend is heading and how quickly it can scale. For in case of emergency, this is Moses along reminding you, when surveillance becomes routine, privacy becomes optional. Right out the door, folks. And sometimes the first warning sign is that garbage truck. Stay aware, stay alert, and go over to our website, pwtrelinenews.kinsta, KINSTA.cloud, CLOUD, and keep up with all the current information, especially about losing your privacy. See you later, Gators.